So something interesting happened to me like in the summer or the fall, and that was basically at that point I had done like a number of years of work on myself, like clearing shit, negative beliefs and programs, traumas, etc. And I'd gotten to this point where it's like, oh, okay, now that I've done that and I've learned lessons from all of that, now this is where things really get interesting, or I'm really starting what I'm supposed to do. Um, And I think related to this week's topic, which is finding your mission or finding your purpose, it's not really about like finding anything. It's more about clearing what's in the way. And then your path naturally unfolds from there. And it's also like maybe you don't think you are on path or on mission, but perhaps the very thing that seems like an obstacle is actually a stepping stone on your path and is part of your path. Like one example of that is one of the people I follow was talking about how someone, was in the military, and she was like, I'm in the military. I know it's not like my calling to be in the military. But like the deeper spiritual reason for her to be in the military was that through her, like her being, a light worker, on the good side kind of type person, like through her, like the white hats were able to get some intel from her vantage point, from her perspective. And so her being there was like very strategic in that way. Some other things to keep in mind is that you can have more than one purpose and mission in life. It can change from, season to season. And it doesn't have to be like a big grand thing like, saving the world's orphans or saving the oceans. It can be, yeah, it doesn't have to be tied to a vocation or a career. Because a lot of things, aren't like tied are specific to careers and making money. For example, maybe one of your purposes is to have fun and to be joyful. And that can seem like, how is that like a mission or a purpose? But, you know, you can look at it from this lens, like having the vibration of joy and fun and anchoring that into the planet helps uplift the planet, and it helps uplift those around you. So just like the military example, there could be some larger thing that we're not aware of, but just by being ourselves and following um, those nudges, we get to where we are supposed to be. So that's the other piece, is that you make the intention to, or you clear what's in the way, or you make the intention to embody your purpose. And what happens is the breadcrumbs will start showing up. And it's really about listening to those nudges, those intuitive hits, seeing those clues from the universal intelligence field, and yeah, following that path. And eventually, you end up where you're supposed to be. And that kind of approach is very different from like the 5-year plan type thing, which I'm not against having a 5-year plan. But I meet so many like young people like in their early 20s who are like so stressed. They need to figure out all right now, or they're gonna like fail and die. um, so it's, yeah, again, it's as I've talked about in previous videos, it's a balance of like, having your idea of what you want, but being open and trusting life to like show you other options and other routes. So as usual for tapping, just follow after me, adjust it to what you need. If you don't know about tapping, you can check out my intro video on my YouTube, and drink water because you will fuck up your system if you don't drink water and do EFT. I mean, not that drastically, but you'll feel it if you don't drink water, because you're clearing negative beliefs, so you need to pee it out basically. Okay, so here we go. Even though I don't feel like I'm on purpose right now in my life, I don't feel like I know what my mission is. I don't know what I'm doing here. And sometimes I feel a bit lost. Like I'm going through the motions. But I know that I have a deeper purpose here, and I just wish I could find what that is. I just wish I could have it all figured out. But even though sometimes I feel like I don't have meaning in my life and lost, directionless, and not on purpose, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I know sometimes I feel frustrated with not knowing which path I should pursue or why I'm here. But I'm willing to be compassionate with myself and replace that frustration and, uh, yeah, just frustration and replace it with curiosity. I'm ready to release the pressure I'm putting on myself to have it all figured out right now. And I'm going to replace that with an openness to following the breadcrumbs, showing me the path, and leading the way. I feel ready to remember my mission, remember my purpose, and I'm open to being shown the path. It is safe to remember my mission. It is safe to be on purpose. And I might already be living my purpose right now and just not realize it. Every day, just by being myself, embodying my true nature, that's a day when I'm on purpose. I'm going to let go that purpose needs to be tied to career or job or vacation and open it up to so many things that it can be. I'm remembering my purpose now, remembering my mission now, because I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Finish off the top there. Alright, we have a chorus of ambulances here to see you off. Until next time, take care.